Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing these October birthstone nails. So these are opal and pink tourmaline, I think it's called, but mainly opal. That's what I think the October birthstone really is. But I did want to do this pink as well, so we'll throw that in there as well. So I'm starting off on this pinky nail with jazzberry. So I'm just going to do a full nail of that one. On the ring finger, I'm going to go in and do a flower, but first I'm going to apply this colour, which is gorgeous, and this is Opal Fire, can't say that, Opal Fire from CJP. So once I've done that, I am just going to get some dried flowers. So I'm going for the big flowers because I'm a greedy sod, which I do regret because they don't stick really well. This one is not too bad, but when you try and do certain ones, they're curled and you've got to mess about quite a bit with these ones. So I'm just going to chop that off, make sure that is stuck properly. And then I start fighting with this next petal and have to really mess about with this one. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of that Opal Fire to the bottom of that nail just to stick this one onto. And because they're so big, it just didn't look right no matter where I put it. I put it there and it didn't look like a flower, so I moved that, and then I tried to stick it here, but because it had that bend on it, it just did not want to lay flat. So I took that off, just add a little bit more of them glitters on there. I don't know why. And then I've decided to try again, but it still wasn't having any of it, even though it was wet and it had softened a little bit. So I got my scissors and I chopped that in half. So I go back in and try that again on an angle there, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and it looks okay. So I just held that in place for a second, let that set, and then moved on to this middle finger. So I didn't want to do a nail bed colour, so I had to do like the smile line opposite to what you've probably used to doing. So I just applied that bead, and then using my brush I just scoop in, not scooping, using the brush to get that curve into that nail. So I'm just gently just teasing that to where I want it. Now this is how we used to do smile lines years ago, and then the opposite way took over, but this is how you used to do it, like I said, many years ago, and not many people do it this way anymore, but it is an option. So I'm just going to go in and do that fire opal down the centre of that nail. So I'm just nudging that so it's in a nice line going down. Just get a couple more of those pieces of glitter out of that acrylic, and I'm happy with that. And then on this one I am going in again with fire opal and doing a full nail with a couple of the flower petals on there. So I'm just nudging that into position and then just using my brush to spread that over that complete nail. So guys, I've stopped smoking. I know I shouldn't really broadcast that, but I stopped smoking it was the day before 1st of October, and I just thought I'd share that. I just thought I'd keep it a secret to myself because I thought I'd failed miserably, but I'm nearly on my 3-week mark, so I am well chuffed with my little self. Back to these nails. Do you know, I just get sidetracked, don't I? I just go off on a ramble. and talk about something that's not even all to do with nails, but there you go, that's just what I'm like. I'm just gonna stick this set of petals onto the bottom of this nail, and again this one was being a pain in the butt, so I'm just going to cut that's hanging over too much off that corner, and then I'm just going to use my brush just to stick that down. If you need to apply some more acrylic, do that, but this one were, again, it just wanted to keep popping up, so I just held that with my finger and the brush till that had started setting. Once that had set, it's fine, obviously it's going to be stuck where you want it, but sometimes you just have to have a bit of patience with these flowers and stuff like that, just to let your acrylic harden a bit. So once I've done that, I decide that little bit I've cut off, I'm just going to put that on as well on an angle on the nail. So I wasn't sure where I wanted that one, so I'm just going to place that there. So that corner keeps coming up, so I'm just going to hold that a little bit longer. So once I've done that, I am going to go in and cap these nails. So I thought I'd start off on the pointer because that little corner there just did not want to stay down. So I'm just going to go in with a thin layer first on this one and then leave that and come back to that in a bit. Hopefully that will stick that one down. Just didn't want to do it. So I did mess with that a bit. So I'm just going to quickly do the rest, and then off camera I do come back and just go over that pointer finger again. But while I'm doing this capping, I will shut up just going on and let you watch. Okay, so once I've done all the capping, I will go in and file all these nails off camera. I will give them a buff and a clean up, and I will be back for the top coat, guys. Okay, so these have been filed, buffed and cleaned up, so I'm just going to go in now and quickly top coat these with CJP Tack Free Top Gloss. So I'm just doing a nice layer of that over these nails, and once I've done that, guys, I will pop that into the lamp and that will be this set done. So if you're not already subscribed, please do so if you feel like it. I'm not going to force you. Give this video a thumbs up and I will see you in my next one. Bye.